You guys want to see how I make my bed? It's just, I put the sheets over the top of the pillows to keep the dust off of them, and then just put the comforter. That's how I make my bed. I do a lot of things that way. Well, because I know because if you leave it off and the wind blows through here and it gets dust on your pillows, it's like that good cover. You can shake off the bedspread, and it's the sheets under the bedspread. Shake it off before you go to bed if you need to, if it gets dusty. And pretty soon here I'll close off the windows and turn on the air conditioner and let the universal solvent start flowing through here, right? And so that's what I do. And I do lots of things that way. I have certain things. I'll set certain clothes into certain piles to where they're lay them out. So put the dirty ones in the basket, put the other ones in certain areas to wear out, because I know I'll wear them again, because that's like your work clothes, your recreation clothes, so forth. Sometimes I'll put them on the bed or put them right here on the foot locker, like these blankets in case I still need them. They're folded. That's folded to me. Okay. I am not a corner. Tight corners, oh god, yeah. Me and the military did not get along well. No, I'm a fairly neat person. A place for everything and everything is placed and stuff like that. I'm just not a uptight, excessive, compulsive person. So, I want you to understand why you got to clean things up, put things away, hang this up because of mold, mildew, this stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be tight corners, no dust on the top of the thing, stuff like that. Yeah, there's dust. You got to kind of acclimate to it. Dust. And now and then, periodically, you're going to have to, or it builds up too much, you're going to get sick. But don't do it excessively, or you're not going to have any immune system or natural defenses. So you just go balance, harmony, and understanding. So yeah, there you go. Boom, there you go. So, but it's okay to look nice and have it look nice and go through I hate the smell, people clean and they smell chemicals and it bombards my what's that thing called? My immune system. Yes, oh god dang, yeah. Me and chemicals do not get along for long, And I was out there doing the weeds and cutting all the stuff. I had to take my shower and cut back everything with all the weed killer and poison on it. And I'm doing my laundry and stuff. And you get this stuff in your head and you get people voices in your head. And you're like, you're healthy and you care about me, you and your money and your professionals. You know what the healthcare system is like, guys? Healthcare system is like, I light you on fire, I come in and piss on you and say, hey, it was God, help me come and piss on you. Now if you get used to my piss and you pay lots of money for me to piss on you every time I light you on fire, you will recover from your cancer, your heart disease, and your diabetes from living too close to the airport and too much stress and trying to gain comfort in food and not enough health, exercise, and I know. The healthier your activities, the healthier you crave in food and the healthier diet. The more unhealthy your activities and the more stress and abuse you have just to survive here, the more you want to eat yourself to death, literally. You're not that attractive, you're stupid, you're fat, you're feeding your face, you're taking up space. We wish you weren't living in us. Eat another bucket of chicken and 5 more burgers. So shit burgers and fries, right? And so that was one of my mom's saying. She probably got it from my grandpa. Some people think they're God's gift to everything and they think they shit burgers and fries, right? That wasn't too bad of a cuss phrase. Mom got it from grandpa. She did. Don't give me shit on a plate and say it's steak and have me pay you $20 for it. And those magic pixies that piss on me windshield, he's funny. Well, I never talked to him much at all. He never said much left or right to me because I was a Parsons. He made me play out the dog run. He talked to my sister because she was a Stakovich. But this Parsons kids, he really didn't have much use for. I don't ever recall having a conversation with the man at all, really. No, only through my mom. That's how bigoted and hatred could be. You could be the sire of the Holy Grail, and she give birth to the Ark of the Covenant, and you treat him like complete shit because his name is Parsons and your name is Murphy. Isn't that ludicrous? Don't do a State Farm commercial. I'll kick all y'all asses, okay? Living with the bear. Waka, 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 waka. Fozzie used to live in the parks. Rangers went on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. Chasing something hunters all day. Steve made up the words. They were very funny. Oh, take my paw. We'll make it, I swear. Oh. Joe, living with the bear. It was hilarious. The kids at Brophy and at Cortez used to come in and laugh for. And it wasn't Tennessee flat top box. It was one of those synthesizer keyboards. We used to, and, what are they doing now? Now they're doing Ragtime Cowboy Joe. Oh God, we were stupid. No, we were funny. The kids used to come from out. What are they gonna do today? You know, we didn't mean to. Steve was the one that usually came up with all the crazy. He's the one who went and bought the little toy cowboy hats and the little pistols and guns and the little stick horses and put on, because he heard the flip side of me, I want a hula hoop us, as he swings the fight song for University of Wyoming, back and forth in the saddle, it's a ragtime cowboy Joe, and he put it on and he came out of the back room and he has his little face and he does what's his name, old Jim Carrey, but he's, just imagine a shorter, football neck, long hair Bon Jovi, that looks like a high school 5'6", strong safety, right? With his little cowboy hat on and his little vest and his little 2 pearl-handled shooter guns. He comes out of the back room and he goes, as he swings, and me and Dave Rodriguez, Dave's a Chippendale dancer with his shirt sleeves rolled up and all of us, and I look like the dude from Kid Ray. From Lean On Me, okay, Kid Ray and this muscle Mexican, he's light-skinned, he's Spanish, looks kind of, a little bit like the guy Martinez who tries to play Zorro from Not Dead. He looks kind of like that, but a little bit lighter hair, but with muscles, right, all over his body, Diana Ross singing about him. He was Chippendale's dancer, so we're wearing 80s clothes, so baggy, semi MC Hammer clothes, right? So we're sitting there doing that, and we got on our little black cowboy hats and our little guns and our little black stick horses, and he's got a white stick horse, good guy, bad guy, the stupid stuff that we had as kids, and he's running around going swings, and me and Dave are acting like we're running through Rampart, come back, you sidewinders, acting like we're taking stuff out of the store and stuff, and he's chasing us around the store, and Helen is laughing so hard she's almost peeing herself. She goes into the back room. In the bathroom, go away! Come out and play, Ellen! Carlos comes in and is laughing his ass off. Is the floor in the bathroom so clean you could eat off it? Yes, it is, Dad. Okay. It was hilarious. We used to do stuff everywhere I went. I just like, Parsons, you're a good friend. Montalvo, in order to be a good friend, you have to... in order to have good friends, you got to be a good friend, right? Everywhere I went, sweetness follows. oh, sweetness follows, Like Tom with the, the racist stuff, and then we became best friends, and I was best friends at his wedding, and we're running around. Knuckle fuck. What's Feliz? Who's Feliz Navidad? He was a nut, he just went around doing goofy jokes, and mira, what does that mean? It means look, see? He said, mira, look here. Mira. Yeah, he's like, all the little kids are, when you look at, you go to the store and say, Mom, look at this. This is what I want. That's what they're saying. It's in Spanish. Mira. It's not mira, but it sounds like mira. But it's mira. Mira, like mirror, like look at this. Look upon this. Mira. Okay. It's so cute. What does mira mean? All the little kids when I worked at Toys R Us said, mira. Look, Mom, look. Yeah, that's basically what they're saying. Look, I want this. That's what I want. Look. Okay, so it's so cute. Mira. What does mira mean? What does what mean? Mira. When I worked at Toys R Us, all the little kids used to walk up and they're bringing their parents, mira. Oh, mira. Oh, that means mira, like mira. Look at this. Look upon this. If you're looking for a lover, man, you look upon the right one. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, trying to make a heaven of hell. I've been doing that my whole life. I was out there cutting the weeds and stuff, and I had, why you playing doctor with that nurse? You nasty boy. You grow up and learn that everything ain't right, but when you were doing it, you fell out of sight. It was J-Lo and the Snoop Doggers and shit. I'm like, oh, God dang it, guys, justification. Just stand up and live the frickin' Lord's Prayer. It's not frickin'. Live the Lord's Prayer, you frickin' knuckleheads already. Say when it gives it. I'm sorry, I'm just confused. I'm so confused. I've been thinking, right? So I'm out there cutting weeds and Yeah, okay, you lit me on fire. You guys gonna come piss on me and call it healthcare? Yeah, I know you. Well, you're the Wickersham brothers. I know your type. I'm gonna go talk to the Who's Who or not. Hi, Suzuki. They won't leave me alone. I know. Me and Jesus talking. It's like, yeah, Earl, it's gonna be all right. I know. Um, I ain't trying to compete with you, fight with you. I just want you to stand up for the Lord's Prayer for your kids, and then baby be friends with you. And if you do it in Kalamazoo and I do it in the Gila too, that's all right with me and that's all right with you. How you do? Boom. Okay. So, I have no attachments to anything the Temple of Set Illuminati used to try to mind fuck me with depression to death when I was 4 years old. Okay. I just love people and want to live the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Once we're living the Lord's Prayer, everything will take care of itself. I'll detox and go relax and. I don't know if I'm meant to go hiking with Plim or gardening and making omelets with Kate and having a good time with Patrick and Noah and Natalie and Amy and Steph. I wanted it, but it's the more time goes on and you must remember this. Let's kill with technology and make everybody believe that money on a card in their wallet is worth their time. This sucks! I know. But, what do you do? Okay. They use Patrick is Stephanie's child, okay, and she was abused and gets very selfish. It's self-centered, it's self-preservation. Self-preservation was really going on today. Then stand up for the Lord's Prayer for crying out loud. Jesus, they're not listening. Perhaps they never will. All I have to do is get the technology. I don't have to get the human beings to. All the human beings that they're trying to mass murder off the face of the planet are praying for the 1322nd Redeemer, me, to fix the technology to save us from genocide. And is it working? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. Do I ever quit? No. I'm like the Energizer Bunny of love, but better. Better. That's what Miriam used to call me. Steffi did it. It was all Stephanie's fault. And she was competing with Law, and she was also getting back at Tito. It was like a double, it's competing with Law, but Law doesn't even know. Well, there's, I know the name. There's a gossip chain, so they'll get back to her. Oh, yeah, they have sex for hours. And Law's like, yeah, we did too, but she probably doesn't have screaming orgasms. No, she doesn't. No. That's cool. I know. If Law had came out and stayed with me at Miriam's house till we got a place, the whole base would have lost their minds. They would have heard it all the way to the golf course. What's going on? What's he doing in there? It's herbal essence, man. I'm washing her hair. Can you wash my hair too? Tito, go home. Law, is it okay if I wash Miriam's hair too? No, just get here. I'm like King David, honey. There's no other men that want to stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Don't you love her kids too? Well, I'm washing Miriam's hair too. You want to wash hair together. I thought your fantasy was two guys at the same time. When you get right down to it, a gorgeous woman that's sensuous is better than a man who just thinks of his dick. That's true. I don't want to do the King David. I'm tired. I'm Madeline Kahn from Blazing Saddles. Face it, everything below the waist is kaput. You do know all the jealous fuckers and, all the guys riding motorcycles around. Hey, I'm going to beat up my neighbor. It's like, stand up for the Lord's Prayer, you little fucking putz. You're completely useless. They're all completely useless. Tom Brady, all of them. And I like Patrick Mahomes, but he's useless too. So is Travis Kelce. And I like Kelce. The Kelces are funny. They're dumb as a box of rocks and will do stupid things for money, which makes them completely useless. Worthless? No one's completely worthless. They can always be used as a bad example or fertilizer after they've been done being a bad example. Look, it's John McCain. Bomb, Iran. You need love to ease your mind. You got to find crazy people doing crazy things that Muhammad specifically told them not to do in the Quran, but they're doing it anyway, and they say they believe in the Quran. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. It's so crazy. I don't understand crazy people that do crazy things that are told, especially told not to do in the Quran, but they do it anyway. It specifically says that. Yeah. Everything. It's like ariete by the Greeks. Everything should be built human-centric. That helps, help the environment be healthy, piling people up on top of each other because you have a mass genocidal operation that causes problems in the ecosystem, so we can't build things human-centric. Muhammad, your father who sees in private will reward you openly. You guys forget. No, you don't forget. Isaac Paul Benegas is my nephew. Okay? And the Bene Gesserit with that name migrated from the Iberian Peninsula. Right here. Guys, Nina Benegas, okay. I don't know what I forgot to ask what Nina's surname is. But Nina, okay, it's the female, not the male. The male just has to be devoted to Jesus Christ. The female is the one that is connected in spirit to the Messiah. It's the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant, the FREs. You ever read Ivanhoe? Never mind. Okay, so maybe they can't read. Maybe they can't read. Maybe we can help each other out. Hey, cows, Oh, shit, oh, Lord, stuck in the Lodi again. Okay, just a bunch of chickens running around that think they can't get out of the barnyard and don't realize that the barnyard doesn't need to exist on, hey, it's Farmer Brown's Run, it's Animal Farm, it's Snowball, it's Napoleon, it's Live the Lord's Prayer. Oh, wow! There you go. No Boxer Rebellion. Oh, that's nice. Is that why they called it the Boxer Rebellion? Maybe so. Yeah, because Boxer is the name of the Boxer Rebellion. I didn't get it. I don't read a lot of propaganda books, but I did watch the classic cartoon, and Noah really kind of dug it. It's crazy. I was like, this is a crazy cartoon, Orwell is not got both oars in the water. So, okay. I sat and watched it because I kind of get it, but it's crazy. Yeah. You ever seen the classic cartoon of Orwell's Animal Farm? Okay. The Boxer Rebellion? Okay. The horse and the donkey and okay. And the wolves, the dogs, the wearer of the ring, the bearer of the ring. The head of the Wolf Clan. That's my dad. Yeah. I'm Earl. I'm Junior. Second coming of my father. The guy who performs Apocalypse in the Lord's Prayer in the Revelation book there. Mary's boy. Sir of Mary. If you can't correlate and understand the unity of the Gospels and the omniscience of God, that's not my issue. And if you have trouble reading one that's been changed and you don't have trouble reading the other that's been changed, then you're part of the change of the one that you agree with. Romans, murder, Smeagol, Gollum. Right, do you understand? So I don't even think Tolkien understands. I don't think C.S. Lewis understands either. When you're a part of the mass murderer group for money that denies us the Lord's Prayer, you're going to put a lot of magic shit into the stories and into the propaganda to keep the action going. Get the cameras rolling. Keep the action going. If you steal my sunshine, son of a bitch, we suck again. Tell Natalie, the Andrew True connection is so much better. It really is. It's a porn star singing a song about more, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? If you want to know how I really feel, just get the action going, get the cameras rolling. Baby, my love for you is real, so take me where you want to. Me and my heart to steal. More, more, more. How do you like it? She's just doing that to sell stuff to get you to buy her porn and her music. But we're not living the Lord's Prayer, so what do you expect? But there you go. Yeah, it's way better than I think. Took a drive on a moped, if you steal my sunshine, to get a pizza and a cell phone. If you steal my sunshine, I need more money for sexual procreation and pizzas and mopeds. If you steal my sunshine. Right, Andrew True Connects is better. Oh, yeah, it is. Just like, there was that song by LL Cool J and Jennifer Lynn Lopez. They both know. Deborah and Lonnie Laws is better. It is. Yeah. Well, Ronnie's got a better voice than I do, and Deb's voice is Judy's got a good voice. She could probably sing it pretty well. She sang people pretty well on COVID protocols. I'm like, well, that's not bad. She's got a good voice. Mark was right about you. You got a good voice. But money ain't real. So everything you did ain't really nothing new. Like everything I'm talking about ain't really nothing new, right? Everything I talk about is inheritance of faithful love that was given to us before we were even born to it and have little, hey, I was... When my only worry was for Christmas, what would be my toy? I tried to make heaven out of this hell too. You know how many times I spent there looking and looking at the Sears Roebuck catalog or the JCPenney catalog for all the Johnny West toys that I wanted my parents couldn't afford, and all the electric football teams that I wanted and sets that my parents could not afford? Okay. Now, if I was Jackie Gleason's son and he bought me Richard Pryor, me and Richard Pryor would play Johnny West, and electric football, and he'd always let me win all the time because I am president. I am prime minister. I am the Sheik of Shagabaga, the Shah of Poopy Papa. I am stupid as fuck. Yes, you are. All of the above. So if you want to know, we bomb people and kill them. You do know this is a very precarious time that we're right next to an okay. I'm not Asimov, Endor, Orwell, or Jules Verne B. I'm the living embodiment of Lord Sparrow. It's much better than a bunch of wackadoodles trying to play Flash Gordon, because you couldn't do the whole Flash Gordon. You couldn't run a planet through space to maintain. No, that's just insane. Insane in the membrane, Cypress Hell. Tell them all about it. There you go. You don't need money to fuck. If you need to get blunted because you're a little crazy, go ahead. There's your potato chips. Go get laid. Okay. Here comes a soccer star. He's going to kick you a bag of potato chips. And then you're going to have a beer. Really? Marijuana, potato chips, and beer? Why don't you lay down and let the dirt shower over you right now? Okay, just have a little roundup to go with it. Bun up. And another beer and some deviled eggs. There you go. You must be the bride. You're funny. I know. I completely understand how funny I am. But you guys are doing commercials over making jokes about genocide rather than coming. Well, you don't have to meet Earl. Just go live Earl. You don't have to meet. I saw you on TV doing stupid, fucked up things for money while I was getting my balls ratted off by all your business partners anonymously in the American Southwest, which you have to write pouring the fact list back by January 22nd, 2013. Javon, you're very cute. Yeah. If I was younger, I would ask you, would you like to maybe think about getting barbecue and getting busy? Because I'm more intelligent than John Nash and Russell Crowe ever thought about being. Okay. But I'm not. So, too tired, and I don't need anybody making fun of my genitalia that was almost poisoned off by the child molesting, raping cartel, tag 'em, bag 'em, or rape 'em murderers across the border. So, I don't need to justify my gorgeousness to anybody. I have already proved it to everybody, and if they don't believe it, then, hey, go get a commercial for a workout place and then sell me stuff from Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, yeah. Have a nice day. Okay. That I can see why a lot of people don't want to meet me. And so it's not going to manifest. All I'm trying to get to is Lord's Prayer, asshole. Hey, Denzel, tell the baby mama of Rihanna, I forgot his name, A$AP Rocky. Okay. Lord's Prayer. Stop acting like an asshole. Tell Rihanna, you can get a baby girl. You ain't quite as dumb as you seem. All your friends with your fancy persuasion, you'll lose your bass player to another band. Okay, do you understand? Kids see it. Listen to the kids. Live the Lord's Prayer. Be like Mike Tyson's kids. We got to make sure these people have that. Well, then let's live the Lord's Prayer. Hey, he's supposed to be Muslim. He should know that stuff. That's okay. Saves Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and everybody else, and it's not happening, is it? Okay, so there you go. So what happens when someone does come back a real Muslim from the Hajj? Because he talks to people trying to be real Muslims that are probably mass murdered off the face of the planet the moment the CIA and the FBI and the KGB and the British SAS, I don't know what they are, sassafras my ass, this, hey, that person's dangerous, kill them, they're like Little Hawk. There you go, we'll turn them into a fantasy football story for making movies for Disney. Yeah, stream it on Hulu. Okay, it sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it's horrible. But you guys are trying to hide from your sin with more sin, and that's impossible. You cannot hide from sin with more sin. The only way to be free from your sin is embrace the Lord's Prayer of all your being. Life's eternal, grace is infinite, God's omniscient, omnipotent, share, care, given, cause, need, built to last, obey natural laws through loving one another, through holy covenants, honor those holy covenants, and if a person can't honor those holy covenants, losing a faithful spouse through your selfishness is a fate worse than death. Hey, that was very Torah, Bible, Quran of you. Yes, it was. And it also, the Apaches had very similar beliefs, guys. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of people, cousins of the Navajos, yeah. Very similar beliefs. Some extreme beliefs, but that's what happens. Look at the wackadoodles in the General Marcus of Andrew Dickinson's life, mass murderers over there saying, hey, with God on our side, we'll mass murder everybody that wants to take over our role in the espionage business. The Quorum of the 12, the Vatican can't, the Pentagon gone and done it all wrong. NASA sucks, Mace doesn't. He's a cute kid. Yeah, looks a lot like between his mom and his dad. Yeah. Just being you is the best gift that you can be for anybody and everybody. It's Disick, Mason Disick, Mason Dash Disick. Okay. Yeah, just being you, dude, is the best gift that you can be anybody. And being you is understanding that the soul regards and respects life and wants everybody to have the freedom of the Lord's Prayer. And that's who you truly are, because the soul is a gift from God, not a possessive pronoun for a whacked out mind, dog. I told you I like Macy's cute. Macy's cute. Macy's cute. Nessa sucks. Macy's cute. Nessa sucks. Nessa still sucks. Because Nessa ain't sitting there going, hey, look, it's Mason. How's it going? Lord's Prayer all the way, everywhere, Olay. Okay, right on. Mira, look, that's the Lord's Prayer. Let's go take it. Let's go. Okay, make it, break it. Don't break it, base it. Break the bank. There is no bank. Oh, first there is a mountain, then there is no mountain. There is. Right. There's a snail on my garden gate. What is it? Nessa sucks. But Nessa's, until they're all standing up for the Lord's Prayer and sharing it worldwide, you either do or you do not. There is no try. So until you're standing up for the Lord's Prayer and trending it and sharing it, Lord's right, because it's the right thing to do. You're with me now, and as long as I'm sure loving you is the right thing to do. Let's close now. So I'm like the anti-suck, and you guys are like suck. So the Antichrist is suck. And the Messiah is anti-suck. We're just, it's like the whole thing, like we said in the, this is what God is not. Okay? Let's not talk about what God is. Let's talk about what God is not. Okay. You guys talk about Christ, but let's talk about what Christ is not. Okay. Not living the Lord's Prayer? Not Christ. You suck. Me? Living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Anti-suck. I like the Mason kid. That was fun. Hey, Scott, hang in there. Get together with Ben Affleck and say, we don't need brain damaged juice to feel bad about ourselves in eternal biological and psychological conditionings because we're not standing up for Lord's Prayer, because I can't stand up for Lord's Prayer. I do want to live the Lord's Prayer, and doggone it, people like me. Stuart saves his family. You can do it too. Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace out.